Ah, beautiful. Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to Next Matchup. Today we're cooking with potatoes. In fact, we're gonna make Kamja-jorim. It translates to braised potatoes. Let's begin. This recipe is a little bit spicy, not too much, but if you're not a fan of spice, take out the red peppers and the red pepper flakes. It's a beautiful morning in Korea today, so I'm actually going to prepare a nice pot of coffee to start the day. And to start the recipe, we need the potatoes. If you've got smaller potatoes, then about 10 minutes is fine for boiling, and if they're a bit bigger, go for a little bit longer. The sauce is pretty easy to make, so while the potatoes are boiling away, let's prepare that sauce. Give it a good stir, set it aside for later. Now we've got a few things to add to it. We want a bit more texture on our potatoes, as well as a beautiful green color. I'm going to go with chives, but any sort of similar vegetable will be fine, like green onion. Then a little bit of red pepper, that's going to add some spice, as well as some beautiful color at the end. Beautiful. So drain those potatoes, get them dry, and then throw them in the pan with some oil on a fairly high heat, medium to medium high to be honest. We want to crisp those potatoes up, and that'll give it a beautiful texture on the outside. A little bit crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. So there goes the sauce on top, and for your cooking time, you're basically just going to cook it until it has reduced, until it is thickened up. See? You can see the difference there. We've got a much thicker sauce on top. Now turn it down and add your corn syrup. This is going to give it a beautiful glossy sheen to it. Give it a mix, and it looks so shiny and beautiful. And as I said, turn it down because we don't want to burn anything at this stage. You'll know it's ready when everything starts to get sticky. At that point, it's time to add in the red peppers. Get everything mixed in nicely. You don't want to overcook the peppers or they'll lose their crispiness as well as the color. And that goes for the chives that we're going to add later. But before that, put in your sesame seeds and then give it a good mix so that it's coated. At this point, you may as well turn off the heat. It's basically done. And then the chives go on right at the end. And once again, we have the heat off because we want them to maintain their color and their freshness. If you've stirred everything well, you can see a nice mix of colors, all the different flavors and textures that you want on a delicious dish. How you serve it is up to you. Like I mentioned, you can have it as a main dish, though usually it is a Korean side dish, so it's served on the side with any other thing that you might be eating. But either way, it's delicious. Okay, let's try one of these things. Ah, beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat potatoes like that every day. I got a bit on me. Oh, this is good. They're so soft and tender, but they're not falling apart. That's why we fry them with that oil. Gives them a little bit of a tougher outside. I think next time when I do it, I'll try to buy potatoes that are smaller so I can just cook the whole skin, get that skin nice and crispy, and then do the same again. But this is still more than fine. It's beautiful. They're not falling apart on the inside, but they're still very soft. Beautiful flavor. They are spicy. That's the name, spicy potatoes for this one. But that's what makes it so delicious for me. I love that spice flavor. The red pepper flakes, all of it is so good. Thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in Korean food, then consider subscribing. I post a new video every week with me cooking some kind of Korean food. It's either a more traditional dish, or in many cases, it's just using local Korean ingredients to make something fun and interesting. So get out there, cook your food, eat deliciously, and 안녕히 계세요.